game that makes this sport what it is, a rivalry game. For many schools and fans, it's days like today that can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. He'll bring it out. It's Matonio. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to the running back. Let's look at the big picture. Pitt. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Fires left. Got him downfield. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the Panthers will have it 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Reads it, fires complete. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
The Panthers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll send the tight end in motion. With jet sweep pass. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Quarterback moving. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Right down the middle. Touchdown, Panthers! And they have the first points of the game.
And that is the kind of drive to start a season that is going to put a smile on your head coach's face. They were just methodical in the way they marched down the field. Awesome execution. You cannot start the season any better than that right there.
Motion from the back. Looking downfield is Hester. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead to 8. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. At midfield, he's got room. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Flushed out of the pocket. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal. You fall. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. They'll give it to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over, bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced a big interception.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got the first down, looking for more. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Swings it out to the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Leaves it with the running back. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
3rd down coming up.
The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Hester. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He'll field the punt and take it back. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete and jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw, it's Hester. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. Pulls and fires complete. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
Well, watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Might be changing the route. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Fires on the move. Got his man downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Back to pass, it's Hester. On the run, still looking. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Panthers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Yeah, now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Gets rid of it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football. They have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take two plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Grab near the sticks. It's Hardy. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Awesome job there on third down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down. He finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
Wants to keep it in the air. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
And it's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Under fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Working that left side now. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On 4th down, looking to pass. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Looking to scramble. Creates a little space. There he goes. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
How great is it on offense when you don't just have receivers and running backs that can make plays, but your quarterback can hurt the defense throwing it and running it as well. The speed, the open field running ability, his ability to make people miss, such a unique weapon in college football, and this team's got a guy.
Back to throw, it's Hester. Moves away as he feels pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his big tight end. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. On 1st and goal, let's see what Pitt does here.
Six propane. Here we go.
It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
You see the offense trying to dial up the quick game there with the RPO, and I like the idea of trying to get playmakers this space out into the right flat of the field, see what can happen, but you need a more accurate throw.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He might want another play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the end zone. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. Finds the tight end. Gets it down to the 13-yard line as they try to score before the half. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
The The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He lets it fly. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Pitt will try to boot this thing deep to start the second half. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. State sends the offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in a...
Breaks into the open. Pass to 30. 10. Touchdown, Penn State! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
This quarterback is so good at creating. When plays break down, when things aren't perfect, he has the ability to buy time, use his athleticism, and torch a defense, and he did it right there with his legs.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. LSU is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These Bayou Bengals have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Miami. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Rush is on him. Trying to make magic with his feet.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
He'll get rid of it. He's got him wide open. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Oh, they're after him. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. Taking it the other way. The 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
The number one job in defending a quarterback is making him feel uncomfortable, physically hitting him. Nice job by the defense with the pressure. The hit on the quarterback forces the INT. And then Oski, as soon as you catch that thing, everybody start blocking, get to the near sideline, take that thing back to the house.
They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up. He's looking to throw. He's into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Bitonio. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. And they've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Penn State! They take the lead with the 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The play-action fake. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. At the 35, he's open. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has his offense on the move. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leads it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Got it, looking for a first. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, it's a nice pickup on the play by the tight end there, but how about that massive hit on defense, keeping the tight end short of picking up that first down?
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He's going to take off. Turning it on. Made a defender miss. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Makes the grab on 3rd. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Gets the back moving. To the air. It's Hester. Pocket breaking down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Calls his own number. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. He's going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
And I physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. LSU is down, but they are not out of it, not in Tiger Stadium, a place Bear Bryant once said was like playing inside a drum. Maybe the best home field advantage in football. They're trailing by 12 to Miami. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his man. It's Casey. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Pressure coming. Quarterback got it himself. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Yeah, he doesn't need anything to be open. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. I want to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay, I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Bitonio. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some 1st downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
Looking for a man. It's Hester. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He turns it loose to the left. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. Pitt coming to the line after getting another 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Lets it fly. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his own.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Well, that play never had a chance. On fourth down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man quickly. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the big fella. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. He wants to change this route. Release to the back. It's complete to the left. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Really great job by the running back there on the angle route on 3rd down. He sold it as if he was running to the flat, and at the last second put his foot in the ground and crossed the defender's face, making that an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
And the Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Hester. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Well, we know the defensive coordinator's been harping on his guys about this. Earlier in the game, this quarterback was killing him with his scrambling ability and his ability to take off. That time, though, nice adjustment by the defense. It was almost as if they were expecting him to scramble that time. Really.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the fourth down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, looking for the completion. They've got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
And I tell you what, you see this a lot. Fourth down, I'm putting pressure on the quarterback. The defense brings the blitz. They have no answer. Nice job being aggressive on a big fourth down.
Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. Backing up on the first two plays now to try to throw it in drive on third down. Here's the handoff. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down. Timeout is called by the defense, a mere 21 seconds to go here. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here comes the heat. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Last chance coming up. He's moving out of the pocket. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Not all close games are created.